Welcome back to Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Conversation here on Big Country Politics. I'm Manny Diaz. This week our special guest is Mr. Paul Gottfried. He is the project executive of Rosendin Electric. Paul, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Manny.
Well, this is kind of a cool conversation because normally we're talking about things that really emphasize our politics or something that's going on in our community, and this is exactly what it is today because your company that you represent, Rosendin Electric, you guys are bringing something very interesting to the Key City. I believe it's in the neighborhood of 700 new jobs here coming soon to Abilene?
Yeah, we're looking to hire 300 to 500 electricians.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty substantial for the Abilene area.
Yeah, so we're going to unpack, I guess what it is, I guess you are doing with all that here coming up. But tell me a little bit about your credentials and certainly the company that you represent.
So I graduated from Purdue Building Construction Management in December of 2005, and then I went to go work with Rosendin Electric immediately after graduation. I've been with them close to the last 19 and a half years. Started out with Rosendin doing the wind farms. Mm-hmm. So that brought me to Abilene close to 19 years ago. Rosendin's first project was Callahan Divide wind project out towards Coronado's camp, and that was in 2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been at it quite some time here.
Yeah, then after just about 9 years ago, I went from the renewables wind farm side and got involved with data centers for Rosendin Electric.
Man, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is a company that's headquartered in San Jose, California, employs over 7,500 people. And so Rosendin's already here in Abilene, is that correct? Or it has at least a presence of somewhat.
We currently are in Abilene working. We've been in and out of the area. We've got a solar project going up towards Putnam. Mm-hmm. That's been going on since the beginning of the year. We haven't been like dedicated to Abilene over the last 19 years since Callahan Divide, but we've been in and out with different renewable projects.
Gotcha. Well, it's interesting you bring up electricians and the need for them because right now the whole trade industry and things like that, trade schools, there's a need for electricians in certainly to really benefit, to really impact or make a difference in our job force. How important are electricians right now, and it's almost like how the NFL scouts out the NCAA football. How much are y'all scouting these trade schools for electricians?
Well, right now, we're seeing a huge demand across the construction industry, whether it's, data centers, manufacturing, renewables, just seeing a huge influx of work, especially in the state of Texas, seeing a lot of work coming this way. So there is a demand. We are, putting out a big marketing campaign to try to attract electricians across the state. So that's part of that news release for the 700. It's not only focused just in Abilene. We're also looking, DFW, Temple, Austin, Abilene, and then kind of the renewables, which is a floating group. So not just Abilene, it's just the whole state of Texas is really busy, and there's a major demand.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be right now as, electrician. It's a good opportunity if you have a journeyman's electrician license. You can make some good money.
Tell me about, I guess, what you guys are doing with all this. It's renewable energy, wind energy. What's kind of been y'all's main focus, or what do y'all tend to be focusing on?
Data centers, solar, wind, high-tech manufacturing. Those are our largest markets.
Yeah. How can an electrician really impact what you guys do?
As far as it's just important to have the skilled electricians, right? To get these projects are getting bigger and bigger, faster and faster. So to get the right people on board to build the project is a necessity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with Paul Gottfried of Rosendin Electric. we're going to really dive into the why of and truly the need of these 700 employees that's going to impact jobs here in the city of Abilene and the surrounding area. That and more right here on Big Country Politics.
Welcome back to Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Well, welcome back to Big Country Politics. This is our Sunday conversation. This week our special guest is Mr. Paul Gottfried. He is the project executive for Rosendin Electric. Paul, we were talking about certainly your credentials and a little bit of your company. This is a company that employs more than 7,500 people. It's based out of San Jose, California, but you guys are kind of looking to move here into the state of Texas, here in Abilene in the Big Country. This press release that we get a lot of these things every day. But this one was very interesting, caught my eye and in the eye of our newsroom when it said 700 jobs that were coming to Abilene. Unpack this for us and tell us certainly what all this means and how this is really going to benefit you guys.
Yeah, one thing to kind of take into consideration is we've been in the state of Texas for the last 11 years, doing quite a bit of work in the DFW area. We've got, office in Austin, San Antonio. We had an office in Corpus for a while. So we are headquartered in California, but we've had a big presence in Texas the last decade.
And you said really kind of like what got you guys here, certainly what got you here 19 and a half years ago was a project out near Coronado's camp with that wind farm out there.
Yeah, that's what brought Rosendin to Texas. Callahan Divide was our first project in the state, and we also, from Callahan Divide, we kind of worked our way down the road. Horse Hollow was right next to it. We went down to Sterling City, did some work at Capricorn Ridge, Sweetwater, and just a lot of work in the state of Texas.
Of these 700 employees, you guys are mainly looking for electricians. How can these electricians truly just really impact what you guys are, what you are set out to do around here?
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking for 700 electricians at the high point, 300 to 500. But Rosendin, our mission statement is building quality, building value, building people. So we're looking to hire these electricians in Abilene, good paying jobs, but also we're looking to help them build careers, right? Rosendin's a company that's been around for 105 years. So these individuals come work for us and we can, they can build their career. It doesn't have to stop at being an electrician in the field. Some people that may be what they want, but it's not everybody's desire. Some people want to grow from there.
In the press release, y'all mentioned digital and energy infrastructure. What does that mean, and why is a location like Abilene fit that mold?
I think Abilene's a great location because there's renewable energy available, a lot of it.
You talking about wind, solar?
Yeah, so the power demands of a data center are pretty large, right? So that's one favorable side of it. The fiber infrastructure is in place, and then there's also land out here. There's more land than, if you want to go build in a DFW or some of the more populated areas. So that makes Abilene ideal.
Stability is one thing, and that's kind of something else that was mentioned, stable work, because sometimes we see big companies that come through here and then within just a few years, they're folding up shop and going somewhere else. Tell me a little bit about that, and certainly what y'all intend to do with your projects here.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing major growth over the next 7 to 10 years. This particular project that we're working on, which is under an NDA, so we can't talk too many details on that. Right now, we've started it. It's moving forward, and when it ends, we don't know. If it ends, we don't know, but we plan to be in this area for the long run.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does the rest of the country see areas like this of West Texas, certainly cities like Abilene or the surrounding areas? They see this as kind of this is the uncharted frontier when it comes to these type of things. How are we seen when it comes to that?
This particular project, I think, is bringing some attention to the Abilene area. We do have some individuals from out of state that are working on this project, and generally a good perception of Abilene. They like it. They've gotten around. They're spending money, so I think it's good to have these people here. They're putting a lot of money back into the community.
700 jobs. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Why that number? Explain as much as you can about that.
Really, it's just the overall scope and the speed of the schedule and being able to hit those deadlines. So that's what drives the head count up, right? The shorter the schedule, the more the work, you just keep driving it up. If you would push it out 6 months or a year further, that head count would come down. But where we're at right now, we're seeing a very fast-paced project being built.
When are y'all really kind of looking to get boots on the ground, people in place? What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're going right now. We're starting. The project is moving forward. So we've got, an office off I-20, and then we've got, folks on site.
Tell us, for those who are interested in learning more about, jobs, or share some information with us.
One of the biggest things and what we're looking for is, we have a website that we'd like to share, and I don't know if that's something that you'd be able to share for us, but it's basically Rosendin, Texas jobs website. And what we're looking for is, electricians that, are interested in Rosendin. They can either contact local 681 out of Wichita Falls, which is the local that's over this project, in the electrical union. I think it's a little bit unusual that we're a union electrical contractor in this area. I don't think we see that as much, but there's good benefits that come along with it. There's good pay that comes along with it. And like I said, we're looking to build careers. We're looking to build people.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you being on the program.
Thank you, Manny.
All righty. Well, for Paul Gottfried, Project Executive for Rosendin Electric, I am Manny Diaz. This has been another Sunday Conversation right here on Big Country Politics. We'll see you next time. God bless.